Yesterday, the Fed just announced the interest rate decision for US and the rate remains on hold, which is 4.50%. And today, there is some of macroeconomics that you have to keep an eye for, which is initial jobless claim. This macroeconomic data is going to bring some volatility in market. Well, before we go to the chart, as usual, I'm Alex, your technical analyst from FundYourFX, and let's go straight to the chart. Okay, let's open up investing and let's see what is the macroeconomic that we should keep an eye for today. Okay, initial jobless claim, and we have the PCE, of course, the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. This one is going to be remain on the 0.50% or 50 basis point. For the initial jobless claim, we will see an increase from previous data, which is 217,000. We are going to see an increase to 222,000. Okay, so for PC index, price index, we are going to see stagnant, or the price or the rate itself is going to be unchanged. For the month on month, we are going to increase. We are going to see an increase about 0.1% or 10 basis point. So what is the best pair to trade in today's daily outlook? So let's check out the pound dollar. The pound dollar, right now, the pound dollar already moved in the bearish momentum. Let me try it for you. Okay, here's the structure, the bearish structure, right here. Okay. Then right here. So the bearish structure has been validated through the break of structure right here. Okay, this was the validation that the price already changed its behavior, or the trend already shift from bullish to bearish momentum or bearish structure. Okay, so what is the next plan for the pound dollar? If you want to trade pound dollar on 4-hour chart, I will use 4-hour chart as usual as my trend structure lookout. Okay, so the main plan for the pound dollar is we are going to see a rejection or pullback, okay, on this zone. This one is our supply zone on the 4-hour chart. Okay, I'm going to mark it as a red rectangle so you can see it more clearly. And this one is another supply zone. This supply zone, our first supply zone, it's confluence with previous support. So it will become resistant, support become resistant. If the price makes a pullback like this, then the resistance will become support. Okay, the support will become resistant. Okay, right. So what if it's failed to create a movement like this? What if it's failed to make a valid breakout or the valid rejection on the first supply area? What will happen? Well, we have the second supply area, which is came at around, let me check, 1.34519 until 1.34122. That's our second supply area. That's, well, the price on the pound dollar should be on rejecting on this zone. Okay, so the price movement, if the price really failed to catch or to make a pullback on the first supply area, this should be look like this. The structure itself should be look like this. Okay, maybe make an ABC correction and then continue its bearish momentum. Okay, you should keep an eye on this area that I have plotted to you, the supply zone, the first one and the second one. The first one is pretty strong because it was the support will become resistant, and this is quite strong supply area, supply zone. So you have to keep an eye on the first one, and then if it fails, if the price doesn't even look like the price is slowing down in this area, so or this zone, so you want to make sure that you watch another zone right here. We also have third zone, potentially third zone. This is very small. Look here, this is the UFO or unfilled order zone. It's very small, so you want to plot right there as your supply zone. You can go for it. Okay, so let's go back to the macroeconomics. For today, there is very important for the US side. We have PCE once again and initial jobless claim. PMI, it's not very important for me, so I'm going to skip PMI. And for tomorrow we have the non-farm payroll. Another non-farm payroll. Well, the previous data show 147,000, and the forecast is going to came lower, which is at 108,000. So you have to keep an eye for tomorrow for non-farm payroll. And unemployment rate, we are going to see an increase of 0.1% or 10 basis points. So guys, that's our daily forex forecast. That's our forecast on the best pair for today. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment in this video, and don't forget to follow our Insta and TikTok so you can get notified if I made this kind of video. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.